What's up, guys? It's MD Shady, and today we're going to take a look at the newest announcements from Funko on their Instagram page. So let's check it out. So like I said, on Funko's Instagram, at Original Funko, they have a couple of different announcements, whether it is just pops or a couple other products, and I think we're going to go over those things, starting with the announcements for Star Wars Celebration 2023. So the first announcement that we got for Star Wars Celebration is a new pop of Jar Jar Binks, and this is looking pretty sweet. This Jar Jar is a lot better than some of the other ones. I believe there's two other Jar Jars. I'm going to quickly take a look and see if that is absolutely correct, but I believe there is two other Jar Jars. Yeah, so there definitely is just the two, with the original Jar Jar Binks at number 27 for the Star Wars lineup, and this pop was pretty decent, especially for being a bit of an older pop at this point, but it does look a little bit weird. And then we did get the Clone Wars version of Jar Jar, which was an awesome looking pop. I really enjoyed how the facial expression with that one turned out, and how he kind of has his hands up to the side, and his attire for the Clone Wars, which I actually really do enjoy that attire. But now with this new pop for Star Wars Celebration, I mean, this is looking really cool. The eyes are kind of squinted, which is awesome, so it doesn't look super weird, kind of similar to the Clone Wars one or the original one, which was kind of awkward as well. But this one looks very, very good. I love how the tongue is out of the mouth. That's kind of like when he gets his tongue stuck in the pod racer in Annie's pod. So that's cool. And then he's got the thumbs up, which I think is a nice touch. It really does give character to this pop. This might be a pop I actually might want to get, which is surprising because a lot of the times I don't care about most Star Wars pops, or usually with the Galactic Convention / Star Wars Celebration, and usually it's not a lot of things that I want, but Jar Jar is awesome in my opinion. I love the Phantom Menace, so yeah, this is definitely a pop I might be looking for. And then the second and last announcement for Star Wars Celebration, we have a 2-pack of pops, and that is featuring R2-D2 as well as R5-D4. This is a pretty cool 2-pack, actually. I remember when we were making our video of predictions for Star Wars Celebration, I was thinking I really don't want to see another R2. But this 2-pack's actually not too bad with R5-D4. Obviously, these are the two droids from A New Hope, I believe, when Luke is going to pick out a new droid, and then they take the R5 and he has malfunctions or whatever, so they end up going with R2 thanks to C-3PO kind of saying, hey, take that droid instead. So I like this. I like how there is a bit of sand scuff on these, so you can kind of tell they're dirty. It is the older version of R2. It's not him from any of the earlier movies / the prequel movies. So that's pretty cool, and maybe I might want to get this as well if I do decide to maybe start collecting droids for my Star Wars Funko collection, but I don't see that being very likely. The next announcement of pops is for a wave for The Flash, and this is actually a pretty big wave filled with commons and exclusives, so let's go over a couple of these. First, you have the 2 pops of The Flash, which are actually pretty cool. I'm liking this attire where he has like the knee pads and the helmet on. I think that that's interesting. It definitely does give some Human Spider vibes with the original Tobey Maguire movie where he's wearing that makeshift suit. These Batmans actually look pretty decent. I like the Walmart exclusive one. That's a decent pop for sure. The Diamond Collection one, I kind of like that too, which is surprising. I normally don't like Diamond Collection, but I think with a character like Batman, the kind of glitter effect will turn out very nice. I think that pops that are a lot darker, usually the glitter looks cool. And then there's the Previews Batman, which is really awesome. Of course, it is the Michael Keaton Batman, and he has the mask off. That looks really cool. Super excited about that pop. I think that's one of my favorite Batman pops, especially for ones that are kind of irregular, because he does have the hood / mask off. The Funko Shop exclusive, and this one's kind of interesting. I haven't seen the trailer yet, I don't think, so I will have to watch it, because I believe that this attire that he's wearing here is in the trailer, but it looks like some kind of like monkey robe onesie type deal, and it's super interesting that they would do that for the Flash. Maybe there are some comedic moments in the Flash where this attire has been worn. The Flash down here, I don't know what they're calling that exactly. It's kind of like a deluxe moment type of pop. It's looking like he's going and catching babies out of the air, so I mean, this is one of those pops that definitely makes me want to watch The Flash to see a scene like this, because this pop is super interesting. Then a non-pop related announcement by Funko was a brand new gold figure, and that is of MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. This actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's one one of his more recent attires with the pink, and there's definitely a lot of controversy whether you like MGK or you hate him, or if you like how he's wearing the pink with the necklace and all that. Overall, I think it doesn't look too bad. It really does encapsulate how Machine Gun Kelly looks currently, so that's pretty good. I kind of wish we would see like some older MGK type stuff with Funko. We did get the 2 pops, and now we have this gold figure, but I wish we would see some of his like Wild Boy stuff, or anything else from like his early on career. I think that that's kind of more of a staple for MGK with that look. If I find this at, let's say, Toys R Us, which definitely does get a lot of gold figures, I probably will end up picking this up because I don't even have the MGK pop yet in my collection. And then the last 2 announcements that we have are ad icon related, starting off with the Hostess Foodies pops. These are okay. It's kind of interesting. So here we do have the Twinkie, we have the cupcakes, we got the ding dongs, as well as the ho-hos. And let's start off with the Twinkie. So he's got the bite out of the head, he's holding the box of Twinkies. It's pretty generic stuff for the Foodies lineup. We usually do see that, where let's say if it's a box of cereal, it's holding a bowl of cereal, or if it's a food item like the Twinkie, he's holding a box of Twinkies. Going on to the cupcakes, this one's a little bit different because this is the only pop in this set of 4 that doesn't have a bite out of it. I don't know why they didn't do that. It feels like that's kind of the whole point of these, is that they all have a bite out of them besides the cupcake, so that's kind of weird. Then we have the ding dongs, and this one I would say is maybe the most plain of all of them. It does have the bite taken out of it, which is a nice touch, but I don't know, there's not a whole lot going on with that pop. And then we have the ho-hos. With these other 3 pops, we have seen some stuff for them, especially with the 3 with Twinkie the Kid. I mean, he's right here, right behind me. King Ding Dong right here, and then down low I do have the Captain Cupcake. So we already have the ad icons for these 3 characters, so it feels unnecessary to get a Foodies for each of them. Whereas with the ho-hos, we haven't seen them, and I don't know if there actually is a ad mascot or character for ho-hos, so I would have been completely happy if this would have just been the one singular pop, but I don't think it's necessary at all. And I do think probably the best one to sell will be the Twinkie, because let's face it, Twinkies are the most popular of all of these 4 Hostess desserts. And then the final announcement, a pop that I've been waiting for. We've talked about it on the channel before, and I didn't expect it. It was super random when DK told me today that this got announced. I was super pumped for this, and it is Julius Pringles, which is so cool. I've been waiting for this. We've talked about it. We got the Foodies of the Pringle can, and I felt like that was super unnecessary. I kind of wanted to buy it because I'm like, this is the only way to get Pringles in the ad icons collection with the Foodies. But now we do actually have a official ad icon of Julius Pringle, and it's exactly the way I wanted it to be. So basically, me and DK had discussed of like, what would they do if they were to make a Julius Pringles ad icon pop? And I said the head. I mean, that's super simplistic, but it can't just be the head. It has to be his costume as well, which is seen every once in a while. Let's say if there is someone dressed up as the mascot at like a parade or something like that. So he definitely does have a body, and here it is a perfect example of it. I mean, the red jacket, the yellow undershirt, the red bow tie, the black pants, and the red sneakers is exactly what you're expecting. And it's not like a stationary pop because they do add the Pringle can as well, so that's a super nice touch that you can still get a Pringles can if you don't want to get the Pringle can Foodies pop. So this is perfect. I love this pop. I'm definitely going to have to look out on different websites to see, because unfortunately it is a Funko Shop exclusive, but that's fine. This definitely has to add to the corner of ad icons pops because Pringles are awesome, and this is a great pop with some super awesome detail with the hair and the mustache looking cool, as well as the like rosy cheeks that he has. That's something that I never really noticed, that it's more of lines than just the like red or pinkness on the cheeks themselves. So that's really cool that with the pop, you kind of get to see those details a lot more. So overall, it wasn't a bad day. The Star Wars Celebrations pops did get announced yesterday, I believe it was, but with some cool stuff here. I mean, ad icons, one of my favorite things. The Flash, which are some pretty cool pops. We have a Funko Gold figure, which is always nice to see more Funko Gold. I do really enjoy those. And then the Star Wars Celebration, which was a little bit of a letdown, but at the same time, that Jar Jar Binks is pretty dang sweet, so I can't really be too upset about that. Not a bad 2 days for Funko with these announcements, and I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. But anyways, guys, that's the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace in, peace out.